Hi, my name is Miss Robin, and I'm a librarian at the Mount Airy branch of Carroll County Public Libraries, and I'm here today to celebrate one of my favorite days, Poem in Your Pocket Day. I've been carrying a poem in my pocket on Poem in Your Pocket Day for years, and I'm so excited. Hopefully, I'm going to help you come up with an idea for how to write your own poem that you can carry in your pocket today. I thought that maybe I would talk to you about a concrete poem. Do you know what a concrete poem is? Concrete poetry is sometimes called shape poetry, but it's when you write a poem that actually illustrates the topic of the poem. Kind of cool. So if you wrote a poem about a circle, you would write the poem in a circle. But I would like to write a concrete poem about a cat, a very special cat. I'll show you, introduce you to Mr. Jiggs. Mr. Jiggs. Doesn't he look grumpy? Mr. Jiggs does not live at my house. He lives in Pennsylvania at my mom's house. Yeah, Mr. Jiggs is my mom's cat. And I thought it would be fun to write a poem about Mr. Jiggs that I could carry in my pocket, and I could show you how to maybe write a concrete poem about something that you liked. Maybe you have a pet you could write a poem about. So, ta-da! Here's the poem that I wrote about Mr. Jiggs. Mr. Jiggs is my mother's cat. He's very, very, very fat, which he is. He likes to sleep in the sun all day and looks very grumpy when I want to play. Hear that? It's got some rhyming words in there, but it's not a concrete poem like this because it's not shaped like a cat. So here's what Mr. Jiggs looks like, at least the front of Mr. Jiggs. And so what I decided to do to make a poem shaped like Mr. Jiggs, I cut out a cat. And I laid this cutout on a piece of paper, and I wrote on that paper, I wrote the poem. So here is my concrete poem of Mr. Jiggs. How does it look? Does it look, does it look like Mr. Jiggs? Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Here's my concrete poem. Mr. Jiggs is my mother's cat. He's very, very, very fat. He likes to sleep in the sun all day and looks very grumpy when I want to play. A poem by Miss Robin. I love this cat. So maybe this concrete poem about a cat that I know will give you an idea of a poem that you could write. But you know, it's okay. You can carry a poem in your pocket that's already been written if you maybe wanted a Shel Silverstein poem. Or if you have another favorite poet, you could just take a copy or write down that poem and carry it in your pocket. I hope that you celebrate Poem in Your Pocket Day too. All right, I'm going to fold this up, put it in my pocket, and carry it around the rest of the day. Happy Poem in Your Pocket Day.
Hello, my name is Miss Erin and I work at the Mount Airy Library. And I'm here because we're celebrating Poem in Your Pocket Day. So as you know, at the branch, every Poem in Your Pocket Day, we have supplies out at our Together table where you can make your very own poem to carry around in your pocket. Well, since we are closed, we're not able to do that, but we would still like to acknowledge that day and celebrate with you. So I know Miss Robin has written a poem about her cat, and that inspired me to write a poem about, oh, it's not about her cat, it's about her mom's cat, Mr. Jiggs. He's one of my favorite cats. And I was inspired to write a poem about my cat. So my cat's name is Pashka. I've had him for about a year. I adopted him last year and he was 8 years old at the time. So he's an older cat. But I love older cats because I think they are so cuddly and relaxing and really fun. So Pashka was named Pashka. I got him from the Humane Society, and he's a Russian blue cat. And his name actually means a Russian dessert that is eaten around Easter. And he is very sweet. He looks a little grumpy, but he's actually very sweet. So I think that his name sort of fits him very well. So I wrote a poem about Pashka, but I kind of set it to a tune. And that tune is, I think the song is called Hollywood. And it's because I love to sing to Pashka. And this is a song that I kind of sing to him. So I wrote it down in poem form so I could carry it around with me on Poem in Your Pocket Day. Okay. Would you like to hear it? Okay. It goes, Pashka cat, my funny chubby little Pashka cat. He always looks for a spot of sunshine. I'm glad he is mine, my funny chubby little Pashka cat. Yay! So maybe you could write a poem about your pet, or maybe a stuffed friend that you have, or a real life friend, or your grown-up, or your favorite book, or anything at all. And before I'd like to say goodbye, I know he's napping right now, but I'm gonna see if I could wake up Pashka, and then you could say hi to him, okay? Give me a couple seconds. 1, 2, 3. Pashka, are you awake? We have friends that would like to see you. Oh, here he is. Did I tell you he looks grumpy? Yeah, look at those ears. That means he's not happy that I woke him up. But he can be very sweet sometimes. Say hi, Pashka. Happy Poem in Your Pocket Day. Mwah. All right. Bye, friends. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Hi, friends. It's Miss Maria from the Mount Airy branch of the Carroll County Public Library. And I'm here today with my friend Leo to celebrate Poem in Your Pocket Day. At the Mount Airy branch, we love to celebrate Poem in Your Pocket Day. It's one very special day during the year where you can carry your favorite poem around in your pocket. Yes. And you can take it out at any time that day and read it to yourself or share it with your loved ones. It's a very exciting day. Friends, today the poem that I would like to share for Poem in Your Pocket Day is called an acrostic poem. And it's kind of a big word, isn't it? Can you say it with me one time? An acrostic poem. Very good. Now, an acrostic poem is where you choose one word and make that word something that you really, really love, like cookies or like clouds. Yeah. And then you write that word up and down. And then you use a letter from that up and down word to write the lines of your poem. And I happen to have an acrostic poem that I wrote about my Leo. Would you like to hear it? Okay, great. I'm going to show it to you first to show you what an acrostic poem looks like. And here we have Leo's name, L-E-O, spelled up and down. And then I use these letters to write the lines of my poem. So here it goes. This is Leo by Miss Maria. Laying on this fluffy couch is his favorite thing to do. Every day he cuddles here until it's time for food. Oh, he loves cheese and pizza and hugs and me. And I know he would love you too. I know he would. Yay! Thank you, friends. Thank you for joining me and listening to my poem, my acrostic poem about Leo. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful, happy Poem in Your Pocket Day.